Welcome to another design video for NitroCanvas. Part 2 this time for the Calm Space Meditation app. But it's for improving the branding and creating a simple design system that's usable for our app project. So let's get into this. Right now, as usual, I need to check the design brief on what the requirements are for this improvement and design system. For the palette, I need to apply another color plus an accent color, so 2 colors to be added. The neutrals are pretty much there anyway, so I'm good with that. Now I'm thinking of adding a success and fail type of colors for the other two. Next is the typography. We already have a good working pair for our typography, so all we need to do is to create titles and headers, body texts, and labels that we can use for our UI design coming soon. And lastly is the imagery and graphics. I'm just thinking of something simple here with the graphics, which are simple gradients like hazy and cloudy types of gradients. The images are pretty much simple to go with, and the icons we can actually get from a UI kit that I'll feature in the next video, so I hope you guys stay tuned for that. First up is the palette, so I'm just looking for something pastel for the green and coral pink type of additional colors. Going to dblank, I just typed in the prompt I need to get the remaining colors. I also took the hex codes of our primary colors to give focus to them and have good complementary and accent colors. First try was alright, but it felt too vibrant and bold, so I tried another version too, and it gave me nice green and coral colors, but I wanted to manually adjust them to something I'd like more. I managed to give both a pastel-like feel while keeping a vibrant tone to them that is consistent with the other two primary colors. So that's the palette. Actually looks pretty decent with the whole collection of the palette. Now I just needed to make the tints and shades for the whole palette. For the neutrals, I just made shades connecting the blacks to the whites so it's usable, especially for texts depending on the background. Then for the other colors, I made tints for them instead, making their opacities from 100, 80, 60, 40, and 20. The usages can then vary because of these tints, so wide arrangement of uses can be done for applications. For the typography, we're pretty much done. All I have to do is actually apply it to our tags, so like the titles, headers, paragraphs, labels, etc. Right here we have our titles and headers. I just need to apply Pilcrow rounded and the formatting for them, like the spacing and the kerning, and the font weight. For the titles, I kept them at the bold font weight since they need to be up and center as the title tags. Then for the remaining, which are the headers, I used semi-bold until medium weights to balance how they look. You can also notice that we have two types of headers, one for desktop and one for mobile. It's pretty much for adaptability uses, so if we have any desktop projects in the future, we can pretty much do it because of this. And then the paragraph and label tags, pretty much the same. Just applying the epilogue font this time and then the formatting of each size and weight. Lastly, it's the gradient effects I want to add when designing. I want this to add like a dreamy or cloud-like feeling when designing. I basically just add a gradient to a shape where the gradient starts at 40%, then ends at 0%. It applies to all colors of the branding, and I also made a light mode version for this one for adaptability purposes. It's now ending at 80% and then ends at 0% as well. And I think that's all for this simple design system. It's a pretty simple and pretty quick video, and I just wanted to show how my process is on where I start or how I do simple design systems. Thank you again so much for watching. Our next video is the start of our UI designing, so I hope to see you all again at the next video. Cheers!